And then there's one in Sherman still that we need to clear out. We could technically do harsh treatment, but I'd rather save the points. Because we still need to catch up in Miltech, and we have quite a bit behind, unfortunately. Supply limit, infantry shock wouldn't be bad, and then land morale and bombards. At least one regiment of bombards would be brilliant for the upcoming war. Oh, well thank you Trevisond. Much appreciated. Don't remember seeing that all that often, but I'll take it. For that, I think we are going to increase our trust. Well, trust is almost full already, but we can probably... Who has 15 ducats? Oh. We are just going to increase the trust by another 5. Maybe we'll go for full 100% trust, because, you know, we have been helping each other. I suppose they have been helping me more than I have been helping them, to be fair. But it's a trusty ally. Oh, wow, actually, they got a lot better corruption than we do. That is to say, a lot lower corruption. It's one of those provinces that is going to have the revolt. How bad is the... Actually, in about a year or two, we can probably just make that revolt go away. Because if we just bring this in, start the rebel suppression, it's going to be -5, so that means that the rebellion over there is basically not going to fire. I mean, that's at least an improvement to the situation. Because I'm pretty sure that the separatism is going to start... Oh, it's a third of a point per year. Okay, so it might take 2 or 3 years to be fully reduced. But yeah, now it's a lot less likely to fire. So we just need a bit more time to kind of build up. I suppose one thing that we could do is we could... How's the population of residents in here? It's not too bad. We've got amenities level 2 already, so what I'm probably going to do is I'm actually going to start investing a little bit in the industry in Odishi. Of course, I do believe that like, they don't have a lot of industry right now, and next year it's probably going to be not that much. I mean, basically we're going to be adding like an extra 50%. So yeah, not necessarily the best amount of investments in there, but I think we just need to invest a little bit there so that it will start growing faster and faster and start making, especially more navy is what we need. How is the naval price though? It's actually still rather low because we're not building a lot of navy, and there are probably not that many people that are buying the navy or the naval supplies without them already having an extra production anyway. And since we don't have a lot of harborages in here, we've got level 2, level 1, and level 0. Our allies probably have a bit more, but like I suspect that they produce their own naval materials quite sufficiently already. Okay, so the situation, I think that about 3 years is what we need. So like 1425 is when that rebellion is not going to happen anymore. Although there's few things that might happen which will notch it one way or another. Oh. Can convert a province. Oh, right. Well, that one at some point. I didn't see the notification for that, but that's alright. Oh, maybe it converted on its own. That would be possible. I didn't realize that could happen. Okay, we got 25. So yeah, now we just need the influence. We are at +1 stability. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, we've got 15, so if we promote the faction... It's going to give them influence, +20, even some loyalty as well. Now we just need the points. We didn't actually have the points ready and waiting, but we'll get that next year, hopefully. Oh! King is calm. Stability increase interval -10%. That's excellent. I do recall that there's a similar modifier from the admin ideas as well at some point, but it's like after the advisor cost thing, which I suppose would now be 2 ideas. It is really great trait in it. Like the vanilla stability cost modifier isn't necessarily quite as good. I mean, it would be like, let's say, 10% stability cost modifier. That would save you like 10% per stability point that you buy. Or 10 points per stability. So it's not bad, but this is a lot better in the long run. Now, the question is, how long is our ruler going to be alive? I mean, it's 25, so probably fairly long. So how's the Sherman thing going? Yeah, it's slowly improving. Now we are losing a lot of money because we did the commoner interactions. We do still not have the points to actually do this one. As soon as we do, which yeah, we just need 150. Oh, we might not be able to get this year. In which case, let's just take away the focus right now, because we need to get a bit more Well, all the points, really. Well, getting more admin points wouldn't be bad either, but at the same time, we just need to get the reform done. I believe... So the burger ideal size is going to go up from this, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to go to plus 2.5%. Commerce production is going to go up. Base consultation is going to go up. Noble power is going to reduce, which is excellent. We need to lower the noble power quite drastically. Okay, so it's June. We got 82 points. Got 6 more months. That's not going to be enough. So sometime next year, maybe, depending on how much we use on the taxes, which is probably quite large. So end of next year, more or less, is when we're probably going to be able to do that reform. In the meanwhile, we're still lowering the unrest down here just to get... Oh, right, so there's only 2 provinces now that are actually possible location for the uprising. Oh, it's now... Okay, we still have a bit of extra manpower. We do have 1 extra slot there for our troops. We got 19% professionalism. Yeah, it's 19% exactly. I don't suppose... Oh, are we... No. Never mind. There's a reduced tributaries... Exhausted drilling is still the same. But yeah, we're losing about a ducat per month. But that's only going to last for like 2.5 more years or something like that. So yeah, it's going to be a bit expensive, but as soon as that's gone... Well, expanded authority it expired. Okay, so is there... We could expand our authority again. That would cost us a little bit. It doesn't take diplo points, so that's good. It's going to increase state reach a tiny bit. Clan loyalty is going to drop to 1, though. It's going to reduce their power, at least. So it's around 10% now. Let's actually have a look at the total power. So it's 10 and or 10.4. They are losing it. Okay, actually that's just the update that we just had there. Oh, 9,500 wealth. Oh boy. Now if only they would be investing in that, that'd be nice. Oh, they're building something in here. What are they building? Nothing. Level 1. Oh, well, I mean, it's going to be better than nothing, of course. And over here we are building, I'm guessing, pathing level 2? That's still working on the pathing level. Oh, there's no garrison in here. We do have a castle at least, so that's at least something. So, good news is that the provinces are at least starting to invest into themselves. So, over time, our nation is going to be much improved. How is the... Okay, no, it's still 22 development. And where are we trading exactly? So we're trading in Iran and Anatolia with some international trade. And national trade is just Anatolia. At least from this sector. Local 230 sold, 1200 purchase, 120 balance. Okay, I mean that's not too bad. Oh, right, yeah, we sell a lot more than we buy in our national stuff. Yeah, it is at least positive balance, that's definitely a good thing. Although that might be changing from year to year, now that I think of it. The funny thing is that we almost have enough spy network to get another claim on Mazandaran. Okay, yeah, it is... Oh, wow, balance 800, wow. Plus, we didn't purchase barely anything, so that might be causing some issues in the future. Right, so over here, we just need to get to 70 and we'll get another claim. If we could get all of this... border here, that'd be brilliant, although that might cause some issues. Oh, well, I mean, this would be potentially a good ally. You know what? I'm going to ally them for now. Might not be a loyal ally, mind you, but having an extra ally certainly wouldn't hurt. Right, this moment. I don't think we'd be able to call them into a war, but, you know, they might be joining us into a defensive war if need be. Depends, of course, who's attacking. So, Trebizond has 8,000 men. They've lost another 1,000 men to somewhere. I got 12, so that's 22,000 total. And our enemies, if we remember correctly... Oh, there we go. That's another conversion done. Oh, another conversion times. Oh, bloody awful again. Well, I suppose it's slowly getting better, at least. Is that... That's still... Oh, that's 76% autonomy. So I think the autonomies are slowly dropping. What is it now? It's 87% non-overseas autonomy average. We've got 26... Okay, so yeah, this year we should be able to get that reform done. How's the stability improving, by the way? It's improving a little bit. Not much, mind you. income has dropped quite a bit because we're not taxing all that much. And the share of land that we own is slowly dropping again. Bit of a shame. At some point we probably do need to grab some more land from the estates and just, you know, grab a lot of gold mines for ourselves. Because that gives us pretty good taxes overall. Or revenue for the taxes, which gives us a lot more money to invest into things and then improve the nation as a whole. Although I suppose if the factions get their money, I mean, they probably won't be spending quite as much as we would be. Let's be honest. Okay, so 129. We need another 21 points. So that's 4 more months. So that's going to be somewhere around October, November when we can do the reform, unless we lose some points again somewhere, which is entirely possible. But next year the unrest is gonna drop down over here. That means that we can avoid the rebellion, which means saves us a bit of manpower at least. And how is the army doing anyway? Skill level almost 90% on the conscripts. I think if we can get over 90%, then that's probably going to be the final modifier. Oh, we can get the admin idea. Possible advisors, I mean, that wouldn't be too bad. And then getting the yearly corruption over there. I think what we're going to do is we're going to beamline through this admin ideas now while we wait for the institution. Like, it's not spreading to us yet, I'm pretty sure. And we can't invent it because we don't have the... Oh, that's meritocracy. Right, over here. So we don't have the right of commerce quite yet. But I do believe there was something about it so that it could spread if we had the trade value of 5. Or was it power? I don't remember which one. It's gone up to 4.5 now, so it has actually improved a tiny bit there again. Just barely, mind you, but it has improved. Still losing money, and corruption, well, it's slowly dripping still. Or dropping. Oh, right, we can get the claim down here, can't we? Indeed we can. I didn't actually mean to close that. Right. So next month we're going to do the reform. That's going to mean that stability is going to drop, which means that there's probably going to be the rebellion after all. How's the noble influence decreasing? Well, let's have a look at the influence. It's 50.1 right now. We haven't even... Oh, wait, no. We did that, so that's partially why it's down. The power is 81 still. It's... Loyalty is going down. The power is actually going up right now. Ooh. Right, so I think after we've done that, what we need to do is start reducing some of the various privileges that they have. Like, for example, the obligations over here would be brilliant. Mana cost for noble levies and all that. Autonomy of holdings, so that would be pretty nice as well. Ambitious courts. So many things that would like... Oh, right, ambitious courts. That's a bit of state corruption. That does increase the aristocrat influence. If we go for the next level down, then that would be like 2.5%. So that would actually reduce it to a certain degree, the influence, and eventually we can get the influence low enough so that we can start getting some of the reforms done. But we're not quite there yet. However, what we do have now is the points to do this. In that reform, so -1 hierarchy, a noble loyalty is going to go down. Legitimacy is -20, stability -4. Oh, wow. Okay, well, that's going to be a bit expensive. Right, well, I suppose what we're going to do is we're going to do everything that we can to improve the stability as soon as possible. So, crane for commoners. If we go for the full one, that's going to be... Well, it's going to increase the stability a little bit. It's going to be very expensive though, so maybe we'll just go with the generous one. 60% of the grain demand. It's still going to increase the stability at least a little bit. And then support the nobility. Strategic marriage would increase the stability as well. They will get a bit more power, but that's something that we'll just have to live with. And what else? Is there concessions? That would be centralization and prestige go down. Bit of stability and noble loyalty would go up. That's now over 60. And burghers are really loyal. That hasn't actually updated yet. Okay, well, that should at least start improving the unrest a decent bit. Although now we're going to have a massive amount of rebellions for a while. But like, I wasn't expecting it to be -4 stability, let's be honest. was expecting it to be -2, which would have been doable, but -4 is going to be delaying us a little bit, I'm afraid. But there is going to be a lot of rebellions very shortly. Although, once we get the stability going up soon enough, is it actually going up or down? Apparently going down. Okay, well, I mean, I suppose there might be some other things that we can do to support or increase the stability. Tax relief for the burghers, I mean, that will increase the loyalty to 100. That's a possibility. Is there anything else that would increase the stability? Not necessarily. I know that there is something in the clergy. It's the donated church. This would be, what, 15% of tax income transferred to clergy for 5 years. That would increase their loyalty at least. Show of devotion, that's a -10 prestige and some points. Ability increase interval -5%. Spirituality goes up. You know what? We are gonna. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Prestige goes down, but the stability increase interval should be going up. Now, of course, we're gonna have to wait until January to see the total or the accurate increase. But hopefully, this will be enough to get the stability going up next year as much as possible. Now, to be fair, the plus 65% for the stability increase interval for what? Is it 10 years or 5 years? I don't remember exactly. It is for 10 years. Okay, so you really don't want to do the reforms too often. Now, at least our ruler is helping a little bit with the stability. But all the things that we've had to do right now is not helping. On the other hand, the loyalty isn't bad on the factions, so if the factions are loyal, there's a lot of instability though. And I suppose we'll see in the next, well, once we get through the taxes, we'll have a look at how the stability is actually improving. I'm hoping that it's going to go up quickly, but I'm not entirely sure. And also the nobility power is going to be probably quite massive. Oh wow, looming disaster. Right. Dissolution of Georgia. Can be stopped by stability at least 2. Oh. 5%. Oh wow, 2.5% every month. Or if we had admin skill of 5, then that might help a little bit. Okay, the tax relief expired. I could do that again. This might be a real problem, you're not wrong. That's -2 stability now, so that's gonna slow down the increase. How much is the stability increasing now? It's 6%, presumably per month. That might not actually be the real thing. It actually might be. From monthly increase. Yeah, for a breaker of monthly stability gain. Okay, so if we have a look at the modifier in here, stability increase should be somewhere. Okay. Oh, wow. So there's a plus 65% for the societal instability. Let's bet tax relief, generous grain provision, show of devotion. Base value of 155. Oh, Orthodox 10, calm -10. A bit of all. Alright, so it's going to be increasing like. I believe that is how much is increasing per year. So we might be able to get to -1 in about a year. If we can get it to at least ability 0, or at least -1, that would already slow it down quite a bit. But in 10 months' time, which is probably... How much is the stability now? It's also already almost a half a point of stability. So we might be able to get to -1 within this year. Which would slow it down even further. When does it say? 1429 is when it's saying that would happen right now. But if we can get the stability even higher, then we might be able to stretch this out, especially if we can get our heir to be on the throne. Which means that we'd have to step down. We need 4 years for that, so that would be cutting pretty close. But that would then remove the admin thing. And you know, we know that Rommel is actually pretty darn good points. For the 3-year things should pop up. True. Burger power increase should also go down and help. Ah, that's true. There's a few other things that I'll probably... Actually, let's have a look at the modifiers in here. So, urban autonomy, that's going to wear down next year. And it's about... hold on, it's November next year, so yeah, that's not too bad. So that's 25% there. That one's going to wear down soon as well, to be fair. So we can put that one in again. Reduced tributes, I mean, that's going to wear down in 6 years, so that's not going to help. Not that it would help directly anyway. Expanded authority, that's not going to help. That's going to take a while still. And that all power cost plus 5% isn't great. There's grain provision, so that's going to last only 2 years. At the same time, the grain provision was the thing that increased stability immediately, and it doesn't last all that long. So we can do it again, and we should be able to get to at least like 0 stability before the predicted time for when it would fire. And then if we switch rulers, then it should be fine. Now we might need to get the legitimacy up a little bit. Oh well, that's the first of many rebellions. Luckily, we'll have that under control. Our neighbours to the south decided to claim a province from us. Luckily, we do have a lot of allies. So I think we are relatively safe. We got Trebizond, we got White Horde, and then we got the nation in, like, Eastern Persia. Sarbadar. Right, there's not going to be another rebellion quite yet. So that's going to give us a bit of a room to breathe. We'll go ahead and, well, we may need to connect through here again. Just to lower the unrest over there. So there we go, there's only one that might fire now, right now. Manpower is probably going to be a bit of a problem for a while though. Got some missionaries going, although not converting very quickly, mind you. So how's the stability doing now? It's, oh yeah, it's going to be increasing for next year to -1. Oh well, actually, even before that. So now what is the... So it's 1430, so we've got about 4 years again. And within 4 years we can probably get the stability to at least 0. It's gonna be difficult, but I think we can stop this. We just won't be able to do pretty much anything else for a little while. But I really do want to have a war against the nations to our south still before we end the stream. Oh, we've still got plenty of time, all things considered. Like, first things first, how is the stability increasing now? Still 3% per month. Okay, that's going to be a bit trickier then. But there's going to be some modifiers this year that we should be able to refire. I mean, let's actually have a look at the support elite in here. Is there... That would be an extra 25% in there. Reforms are harsh, that's why there's 500 years to advance through them, yeah. That would reduce legitimacy again, but I think we may need to do this. At least nobility will be extremely loyal, which should lower some of the unrest in certain provinces. Plus, you know, it gets us to about 1/3 of the stability point. Actually, let's take a look at the stability increase interval again. How much are we getting per year? Oh, it's a lot less. I mean, yeah, the current stability, yeah, it lowers it quite a bit. Because we're no longer at -3. Okay. And is there... There was the expanded... No, it wasn't that one. It was the urban autonomy, which is going to wear down this year. And then overlook tenant abuse, we're going to reuse again at the... or near the end of the year. So that's going to improve the situation. Well, it's mostly just the expanded urban authority that is going to wear down. So when is the next one? Oh, we need to have the trade ideas for this next one then. Okay. Right, have we gotten... We haven't gotten any more traders. How much... we got 4.6 in value over here, so... Has it gone up? I think it may have gone up a little bit. How much is there? Commercial 23 in there, okay. It's making profit at least. They might increase. But of course the stability being what it is, doesn't really help. Let's have a look at, just in case, we're not going to be declaring the war. If we have a look at the numbers, so that's 15,000 versus... Oh! I could even invite you to the war. Actually, well, if I promise lands, then I could. Let's see, if I invite these two, that would be 30,000 versus 15, so that would be 2 to 1. Possibly a good one. But again, I'm not going to declare the war right now. Although, honestly, there's not that much of rebellion happening right now, is there? Especially, how bad is the separatism, so next year, separatism is going to be 0 over here, so it's going to be basically done for, although, honestly, we could already do that. But how is the... Well, the stability is still going to be a problem, innit? War exhaustion would also make the situation a bit worse, but at the same time... Yeah, that's true. The sports will keep us running, although the treasure is having a bit of a problem. At the same time, we could be able to loot quite a bit. You know what? We're gonna do the war.